Good morning, student. Today we start a new lecture, that is a general anesthetics or general anesthesia. There is a two type of anesthesia. So first we know what is the anesthesia. Anesthesia is a reversible condition of comfort and physiological stability of patient before, during and after performance of a procedure. Procedure here is the surgery. And there is a two type of anesthesia, general anesthesia and local anesthesia. General anesthesia basically for the surgical procedure to render the patient unaware and unresponsive to the painful stimuli. Whereas the local anesthetic are the drug which are reversible inhibition of impulse generation or propagation in nerve at a particular area. So there is a difference between general anesthetic and local anesthetic. General anesthetic जो है वो पूरी बॉडी के लिए है, और जबकि लोकल एनेस्थेटिक जो है वो पर्टिकुलर पार्ट को शून्य करने के लिए, जहां से इंपल्स जनरेट ना हो, जहां पे लॉस ऑफ कॉन्शियसनेस हो, और जिसे हम पेनफुल सर्जरी को आसानी से परफॉर्म कर सकें. लोकल एनेस्थेसिया खासकर डेंटल ऑपरेशन के लिए होती है, और जबकि जनरल एनेस्थेसिया लार्ज सर्जरी के लिए की जाती है. सो देयर इज अ डेफिनेशन ऑफ जनरल एनेस्थेटिक्स. दिस आर द ड्रग विच आर प्रोड्यूस रिवर्सिबल लॉस ऑफ सेंसेशन, ऑल सेंसेशन एंड कॉन्शियसनेस. A drug that bring about a reversible loss of consciousness. Here we note to be remember, these drugs are generally administered by the anesthetologist in order to induce or maintain general anesthesia to facilitate the surgery. General anesthesia are mainly inhaled or intravenously given to the patient. Here is the four cardinal features of general anesthesia. General anesthetic drug must be cause loss of all sensation, may also cause sleep and amnesia. Here is the amnesia for the loss of memory. And another one is the immobility or muscles relaxant. During surgical procedure, it is very necessary the patient should be calm and cool. So the general anesthesia cause muscles relaxation. And another one is the abolition of reflexes, either somatic or autonomic. Because it is very necessary, the patient should not react or reflex voluntary or involuntary. Another one is it clinically anesthetic must be cause unconsciousness. Simultaneously, if reduce the pain or stimulation during in nerves, it may cause analgesia. It also a muscles relaxant. Now comes on a history. There is a large history of general anesthetic used previously. It started with the mid 1800. The physician of Georgia, that is a Crawford Long, firstly used ether as a general anesthetics in 1842, and then after chloroform used in 1847 for general anesthetic purpose, and then nitrous oxide in 1845. And then there is a modern history. The first drug which are used as a general anesthetic is a thiopental. That is ideal for the all anesthetics. This is the picture how the person undergo the surgery. It need to be 5 to 6% to make a stable. So here we discuss first what is the difference between local anesthetic and general anesthetic. General anesthetics are the drug which act on central nervously, whereas a local anesthetic drug act on a peripheral nerve. General anesthetic cause loss of consciousness in whole body, whereas local anesthetics are restricted a particular area. Consciousness की बात करें तो जनरल anesthetic are lost all consciousness, or whereas the local anesthetics unaltered the consciousness, means the person should be awake. एंड मेजर सर्जरी के लिए हम खासकर जनरल एनेस्थेटिक यूज करते हैं, जबकि लोकल एनेस्थेटिक के लिए जरूरत नहीं होती क्योंकि वो काम नहीं करती. माइनर सर्जरी के लिए हम लोकल एनेस्थेटिक यूज करते हैं. पुअर हेल्थ पेशेंट के लिए जनरल एनेस्थेटिक बहुत रिस्की है क्योंकि ये मसल्स रिलैक्सेशन कॉज करती है, एमेंसिया कॉज करती है, तो उसके लिए रिस्की है. पर लोकल एनेस्थेटिक इज सफिशिएंट टू यूज फॉर द टाइम. केयर ऑफ वाइटल फंक्शन. It is very essential in a case of general anesthetics, whereas the local anesthesia is usually not needed for the care of vital organ. There is a classification of general anesthetics drugs. There is a two category: inhalation or intravenous. In inhalation, there is a two type. First is a gas or दूसरा volatile liquid. Mainly nitrous oxide is used as a gas. Or for in volatile liquid, there is a ether, halothane, influorine, isoflurane, desflurane, and sevoflurane used as a general anesthetics. In intravenously, there is some drugs inducing agents like thiopentane, methoxytone, sodium, propofol, and etomidate used as a general anesthetic. Some benzodiazepine in last class also we saw that they may be cause the loss of consciousness, or they may be interrupt the signal transmission by GABA receptor mediated action. So diazepam and lorazepam and midazolam in this category of drug used as a general anesthetic. Some dissociative anesthetics drug like ketamine may cause general anesthesia, and some fentanyl gel like neuroleptic analgesia also used as a general anesthetics. So these are the inhaled anesthetics. You can see the structure also, but it's not in proper way. We will provide a notes of all classification with structure and IUPAC name. Here we cover basically introduction part of general anesthetics, so don't bother about that. Now comes on a physical and chemical property of inhaled anesthesia. What is the requirement of inhaled anesthesia? So basically all halogenated compound of hydrocarbons and ether increase the anesthetic property or potency. It also increase the potential for inducing the cardiac arrhythmia in the following order. If the drug containing fluorine, it is a less active than the chloride containing drug or bromide containing drug. Ether that have an asymmetric halogenated carbon tend to be good anesthetic properties, such as influorine. Some halogenated methyl or ethyl ester is also used and shows the potent and general anesthetic property. Some fluorination decrease the flammability and increase the stability of adjacent halogenated carbon. So if any compound containing fluorine atom in a hydrocarbon is also used as a general anesthetics. Some drugs like fluoroethyl is a potent anticonvulsant because it's containing a large amount of halogenation of alkane and ether. And the presence of double bond tend to increase the chemical reactivity and sometimes toxicity. So this is the overall. There is a different drug and their substituents present in the structure. These are the position of different ether containing the hydrocarbons. Diethyl ether, fluoroxane, methoxyflurane, desflurane, isoflurane, influorine, and sevoflurane. So these are some intravenous anesthetics. They are basically provide a combination with inhaled anesthetics. So it provides just supplement general anesthesia, maintain the general anesthesia. It provides the sedation, control blood pressure, and protect the brain. So these are the drugs: thiopental, and ethomidate, propofol, and all. So for the general anesthesia, it is the essential components that it must be analgesic, it may cause hypnosis, it depress the spinal motor reflexes so that surgical process is easy to be done. It also causes the muscles relaxance. This term together emphasize the role of immobility and insensibility. So there is a number of theories related to general anesthetic and their action. So we have to discuss here what is the different mechanism of general anesthetic drug and how they act on the particular neurons. This is first is a Mayer-Overton correlation of anesthesia. It provides that it says that there is a oil and gas partition coefficient. When the drug or gas reaches to the alveoli, it may be go to the blood. So it is necessary it should be having a sufficient lipid solubility so that can easy to cross the alveoli membrane. Sorry for technical error. According to the Mayer-Overton theory, जैसे हमने बताया अभी, the higher the solubility of general anesthetic in the oil, greater is the anesthetic action. This graph shows that the methoxyfuranate having a higher oil and gas partition coefficient, and that's why shows the less potency. Whereas the carbon tetrachloride having a less oil or gas partition coefficient means its concentration in oil is less. Then the potency of anesthesia is higher. So we can discuss here the minimum alveolar concentration. As I already told you, the drug or gas reaches to the alveoli, it may be partitioned between the gas to the blood. The lower the blood concentration or gas partition coefficient, the faster the induction and recovery. So this is the chart shows the comparative study of inhalation of general anesthesia. Another one is the binding theory. As per the binding theory is concerned, anesthetics are basically bind to the hydrophobic portion of the ion channel. Another mechanism provide the specification regarding the drug used as a general anesthetics. The first one is the lipid water partition coefficient. General anesthetics are highly lipid soluble and therefore can easily enter into the neurons, and after entry cause the disturbance in the physical chemistry of the neural membrane. That is a cause fluidized theory. Finally, obliteration of sodium channel and refusal of depolarization cause the loss of sensation. Potency of gas correlate with its solubility in olive oil. So there is a olive oil and water partition coefficient theory that shows the lipid bilayer as the only target for the anesthetic action. ये already minimum alveolar concentration we have to discussed. For जैसे मैंने बताया कि ये जनरल एनेस्थेटिक्स जो ड्रग होते हैं इंट्रावेनसली जो दिए जाते हैं, दे आर एक्ट बाय बाइंडिंग विद द लिगेंड गेटेड आयन चैनल, और मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट लिगेंड गेटेड आयन चैनल इज अ गाबा रिसेप्टर. गाबा रिसेप्टर is an inhibitory neurotransmitter. So many inhaled anesthetics like barbiturate, benzodiazepine and propofol are act by this mechanism. These are the GABA receptor. From previous class we have already discussed this GABA receptor is a 5 subunit arranged around a central core and 2 alpha, 2 beta and 1 gamma subunits. और इसमें ये भी है कि that one N terminal is extracellular chain, जैसे आप जैसे यहाँ पे सेल के इट इज ए फ्लूइडाइज्ड मेम्ब्रेन न्यूरॉन्स की, जिसके बीच में ये आपका गाबा रिसेप्टर एम्बेडेड रहता है. और गाबा रिसेप्टर की जो एन टर्मिनल चेन्स होती है वो एक्स्ट्रा सेलुलर होती है और सी टर्मिनल जो होती है वो इंट्रासेलुलर रहती है. द मोस्ट ऑफ द रिसेप्टर्स ऑफ गाबा लाइक बेंजोडाइजेपिन एंड दिस barbiturate drugs bind with a particular receptor और इसकी वजह से that in open the this GABA receptor chloride ion channel. General anesthetic bind with these channels and cause the opening and potentiation of this inhibitory channel, leading to the inhibition of and anesthesia. These are the receptor. This is the benzodiazepine and barbiturate receptor. और यहाँ पे और ये गाबा रिसेप्टर्स के लिए एक जगह है जो गाबा न्यूरोट्रांसमीटर आके बाइंड होता है इस जगह पे. तो जब कभी भी कोई भी ड्रग्स यहाँ पे आके बाइंड होगी दैट विल बी ओपन और जिसकी वजह से क्लोराइड इनफ्लक्स बढ़ जाएगा, क्लोराइड अंदर आना स्टार्ट हो जाएंगे और आपका सिग्नल प्रोपोगेशन रुक जाएगा. कुछ और मैकेनिज्म है लेकिन ग्लाइसिन मेडिएटेड स्पाइनल कॉर्ड मेडुला में पाए जाने वाले रिसेप्टर्स पे बाइंड होते हैं, बार्बिट्रेट और प्रोपोवल, और कुछ एन मिथाइल डी एस्पार्टेट टाइप में जो नाइट्रस ऑक्साइड और केटामाइन उस पर काम करते हैं. देयर इज अ फोर्थ साइन और 4 स्टेजेस ऑफ एनेस्थेसिया. बेसिकली जब कभी भी एनेस्थेसिया दिया जाता है तो द पर्सन हु गोज बाय दिस 4 स्टेजेस in a condition of anesthesia, the stage 1 is called as a stage of analgesia. It starts from the beginning of anesthetic inhalation or last up to the loss of consciousness. मतलब जब पहला हम इंजेक्शन देंगे या उसको इनहेल कराएंगे उस टाइम से लेके द फर्स्ट लॉस ऑफ कॉन्शियसनेस जब होने स्टार्ट होगा तो उस टाइम पीरियड के अंदर आपका स्टेज ऑफ एनाल्जेसिया कहलाता है. पेन इज प्रोग्रेसिवली एबोलाइज्ड ड्यूरिंग दिस स्टेज. इस स्टेज में आपको धीरे धीरे पेन कम होना स्टार्ट हो जाएगा. पेशेंट्स रिमेन कॉन्शियस. इस समय पेशेंट कॉन्शियस रहेगा. कैन हियर एंड सी एंड फील्स ए ड्रीम लाइक स्टेट. रिफ्लेक्स एंड रेस्पिरेशन रिमेन नॉर्मल एंड इट इज डिफिकल्ट टू मेंटेन यूज इज लिमिटेड टू शॉर्ट प्रोसीजर ओनली. और इस केस में इस टाइम पे हम शॉर्ट प्रोसीजर ही अडॉप्ट कर सकते हैं. अनदर वन इज स्टेज इज डिलीरियम एंड एक्साइटमेंट. This is the condition start from the loss of consciousness to beginning of regular respiration. मतलब consciousness होना स्टार्ट हुआ और उसके बाद रेगुलर रेस्पिरेशन जब तक नहीं आ जाता तब तक की ये जो स्टेज होती है दैट इज अ डेलिरियम और एक्साइटमेंट की स्टेज कहलाती है. यहाँ पे पेशेंट जो होता है वो तो एक्साइटेड रहता है. पेशेंट में शाउट, स्ट्रगल एंड होल्ड हिज ब्रीथ. मसल टोन इज इंक्रीज, जॉ आर टाइटली क्लोज्ड. ब्रीदिंग इज जर्की. Vomiting may be occur during this stage. Involuntary micturition or defecation may be occur. Heart rate and BP may be rise and pupil dilate due to the sympathetic stimuli. Breath holding are commonly seen. Sometimes some patient hold their breath. Potentially dangerous response can be occur during this stage, including vomiting, laryngospasm, and uncontrolled movement. This stage is not found with the modern anesthetics. Like if we are previously given gaseous nitrous oxide or other inhalation and then maintaining the surgery by using a IV drugs. Third stage is the stage of surgical anesthesia. Is extended from onset of regular respiration to the cessation of spontaneous breathing. This can be divided into 4 plane. Actually the person undergoes the unconsciousness, breathing normal हो जाती है, उसकी excitement खत्म हो जाता है और वो calm and cool रहता है. इस केस में there is a 4 plane in this stage. Plane 1 जिसमें eyeball revolve होती है और this plane ends when eyes become fixed. Plane 2 जो होता है loss of corneal and laryngeal reflex. Plane 3 के अंदर pupil start dilating and light reflex is lost. And plane 4 is intercostal paralysis, shallow abdominal respiration and the dilate the pupil. Stage 4 is a medullary respiration or paralysis. और इस केस में हम cessation of breathing रुक जाती है. Failure of circulation, it may cause the death. In this case pupils widely dilate, muscles are totally flabby, pulses is imperceptible, BP is very low. So this is the chart how stage of anesthesia going on. As pharmacokinetic of concern of inhalation of drug, Inhalation anesthetics depth of anesthesia depend on MEC and partial measure pressure of gas in brain. It passes through a series of tension gradient. The alveoli containing gas is transferred to the alveoli concentration drug reaches to the blood, passes through the arterial blood and reaches to the tissue and then brain, and from the venous fluid comes out like way. Now we comes on an individual drugs. Individual inhalation, here I discussed first is diethyl ether. This is the structure of diethyl ether. Diethyl ether is a colorless, highly volatile liquid with a pungent odor. Boiling point is about 35 degrees centigrade. It produces irritant vapors and are inflammable and explosive also. Pharmacokinetic about 80 to 90% is eliminated through lung and remainder through the skin, urine, milk and sweat. It also crosses the placental barrier. The advantage of ether, it can be used without complicated apparatus. Potent anesthetic है, good analgesic है, muscles relaxation provide करता है, wide safety of margin, respiratory stimulation and bronchodilation maker. It does not sterilize the heart to adrenaline. There is some disadvantage also because the major disadvantage is inflammable and explosive, and sometimes slow recovery occur and causing nausea and vomiting. Nitrous oxide is also called as a laughing gas. It is a colorless, odorless, inorganic gas with sweet taste. It is a very potent analgesic. It provide in a carrier, using a carrier or adjuvant like oxygen. Nitrous oxide having advantage, it is a non-inflammable and non-irritant. Rapid induction and recovery occur. It is a very potent analgesic. No nausea and vomiting again, and non-toxic to the liver, kidney and brain. The main disadvantage is it is not potent alone, causing hypoxia. Another drug is halothane. It is a fluorinated. The structure of halothane is 2 carbon containing 3 fluorine, bromine and chlorine. It is a fluorinated volatile liquid with sweet odor, non-irritant, non-inflammable and supplied in amber color bottle. It is a potent anesthetic drug having a boiling point 50 degrees centigrade and 60 to 80% eliminated unchanged. The main advantage of this drug is a non-inflammable, non-irritant. It provides a potent anesthesia during the surgery and having a good recovery. The disadvantage is hypotension. It causing respiratory depression. Sometimes it also causes hepatitis 1 in 10,000 patients.